What if peace itself was the deadliest weapon of all? Tonight the world celebrates silence, but under that silence, the hum of engines, the loading of rifles, and the coded whispers of command centers still, they call it a ceasefire, but in war zones, no one ever truly lowers their guard. The drones are still circling. The radars are still alive. The war rooms are never off. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the bottom line. Tonight, we dive deep into the uneasy calm, the kind that comes right before a storm. On paper, both sides have agreed to stop. But behind those signatures, fresh convoys are moving and satellites are tracking something unusual, an increase in encrypted military communications, suggesting preparation, not peace. Airfields once quiet are buzzing again, tanks are repositioning under the guise of defense. The world watches a fragile truce, but the question we ask is brutal. Who's really preparing for peace, and who's preparing for the next strike? Because sometimes a truce is not an end, it's a test, and failure could rewrite everything. The first 24 hours of this so-called truce looked promising. Civilians returned to shattered homes, aid trucks crossed borders, and news anchors spoke of hope. But in the shadows, intel picked up movements no one expected. Unmanned aerial vehicles, stealth variants flying low and quiet across the no-fly zones. Satellite scans detected armor redeployments, suggesting both sides are rotating, not retreating. This is not disarmament, it's repositioning. Defense analysts are warning that electronic warfare units remain active, jamming frequencies and scanning enemy lines, a clear sign the digital battlefield is still hot. Meanwhile, next-gen drones equipped with AI strike algorithms are being calibrated in nearby air bases. Their presence speaks volumes. No one is dismantling. They're waiting. The calm you see on TV is strategic theater, a silence that hides gears turning beneath the surface. Because modern warfare isn't just fought with bullets anymore. It's fought with deception, timing, and technology. And when that technology is still humming, the war is never really over. Behind closed doors, intelligence circles are calling this truce a digital trap. Why? Because during ceasefires, both sides open communication lines, and those lines become data gold mines. Cyber units are scanning every signal, tracing every move, decoding every pattern. Surveillance satellites, hypersonic recon drones, and artificial intelligence are doing what boots on the ground cannot, seeing through the lies. In war tech, silence is opportunity. And that's what makes this ceasefire so dangerous. The pause isn't just for peace, for positioning. Military insiders report that new generation missile systems, long range, high yield, radar evading, are being quietly transported under humanitarian cover. Precision artillery is being refueled. Command bunkers are being reinforced. Every soldier knows what that means. When everyone reloads during peace, war isn't gone, it's rehearsing. And as night falls, the front lines glow faintly on infrared, not with fire, but with readiness. The world calls it a ceasefire. The generals call it a countdown. The front line may be silent, but the size arrest reports confirm fighter jets conducting low-altitude reconnaissance, testing radar coverage under training operations. F-35s, 57s, and Eurofighters are rotating in and out of airfields at record pace. On the ground, armored divisions equipped 90s and Leopard 2 tanks are being camouflaged within urban ruins, disguised as static defense lines. It's a ghost army hiding in plain sight. But the real evolution isn't visible, it's digital. AI-assisted targeting systems are now able to predict enemy retaliation patterns before a shot is fired. Autonomous drones are being sensed to respond within seconds if the truce breaks, a level of readiness we've never seen before. It's like the battlefield is holding its breath, waiting for a trigger that could ignite the world again. And as the night sky glows faintly with the reflection of distant flares, one thing becomes clear. The truce may have stopped the shooting, but not the strategy. Every radar ping, every coded signal, every drone in the sky whispers the same chilling truth. This peace was built on a timer. The human cost is invisible to satellites, but not to history. Families walk through rubble with trembling hands, clutching what's left of their homes. Children play in silence because even laughter feels dangerous. And while the world debates diplomacy, factories continue producing shells and ammunition at full speed. In military terms, they call it readiness. But in human terms, it's fear dressed as preparation. Ceasefire lines are dotted with surveillance towers, anti-missile batteries, and mobile artillery ready to roll. Even the medics know this quiet won't last. The soldiers waiting in bunkers look up at the stars and know the next alert could come at any hour. They don't talk about peace. They talk about timing. Because deep down, everyone on the ground knows peace doesn't end wars. It just resets them, and the reset button has already been pressed. Now, the world asks, is this really a truce or a tactical illusion? Because when both sides reload, real peace doesn't stand a chance. War today isn't declared. It's disguised. It hides behind humanitarian aid, political statements, and promises broadcast and polished press releases. But the truth is written in satellite images, radar frequencies, and the quiet mobilization of power. The calm is deceptive. The handshake is rehearsed. The silence is temporary. In this war of patience and precision, the side that fires first might not win, but the one that waits the smartest will. And that's why this truce feels more like a trap, because behind every promise of peace, the machines of war are still running, cold, silent, and ready. The world may want to believe in hope, but hope doesn't stop missiles. It's not over. It's never over. It's only waiting if you want to stay connected with us to uncover the truth behind every silent front, every shifting weapon, and every disguised negotiation. Like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to The Bottom Line, because the truth, no matter how quiet, must be heard.